I'm going to be showing you how to group sales data, whether it's a weekday or a weekend. So first, what we need to do is create the field which tells us if it's a weekend or a weekday. So in order to do that, we need to create a calculated field. And so we're going to create a calculated field. Go up here and click calculated field. We'll label this weekday or weekend. Right, and what we want to do is we want to do date name. And guys, sometimes the box on the right doesn't appear. You may have something that looks like that. If you need more information on the function that we're using, then you type in the function name, click the function when it comes up with the drop down menu, and then you can see, as you can see, it has a couple of arguments here. So we have date name, date part, so that could be like a month, weekday, year, or whatever date part you want from the date, and then the date that we're analyzing, and then the start of week. So this could be like, you know, if it starts on a Monday, or if it doesn't start, or if it starts on a Sunday, because sometimes these weekdays, they have like numbers related to them. You've got an example here. So for example, date name month 2024, 2004, 0415. This is if you want to use an if statement. If start of the week is omitted, the week start date is determined by the start date of the configuration for the data source. So yeah, it depends on what the data source, but if you want to override that, then you can do that as an option. So what we want is weekday. Weekday. Need to use quotation marks for that. Weekday, and we do order ID. It should come up like that. It's throwing an error. I think it needs to be lowercase. Let's try lowercase. Doesn't like that still. What's the calculation here? Yeah, I'm saying it's a string. Why is order date ID a string? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't put order date. Order date, there we go. So I put order ID is coming up as a string. So yeah, it's order date. So now this should work. So we click apply. Okay, and then we can see order date. Put rows here. Again, it defaults to year, but we want to change it. So you come down, right click it, do custom, and we want it month. We want a month day. Leave it as a month and day. And we'll leave it as that. Actually, I just want it as a date, so it must be just original date as it is actually. Just put the exact date, so I missed that option there. Just put it as a labels, as a rows, as details actually. Okay. I want it as discrete. There we go. It was in continuous form, so that's why I was doing a bar graph. But now, sometimes the data is in continuous form. You can just change it to discrete, like I've just done there. Then we could do weekday or weekend. Put that under text rather than there, so that we can better see it here. Just extend that. So we can see here that, you know, we've got the days of the weeks now. So what we want to do now is create another calculated field, right? So we go up here, click another calculated field, and we want to use an if statement. So this is either weekend or weekday. So weekday or weekend, right? To be honest, I should have calculated the other field. Let's just change that name so avoid confusion. We'll go back to this one and we'll change the name actually. Let's just rename it because I didn't use the appropriate name. So we just put day of the week so we don't get confused. But that's what that is representing. Day of the week. Okay. So now we do a calculated field and we label this calculated field week, day, or week end, right? And we want to use an if statement. So we say if week date name if date name is order date equals to, we have Saturday, or we have an or, just copy that. Sunday, then we use it then we return week, weekend, else we return weekday, right? So obviously we need to end this now. That should be fine. So what this is saying, if date name weekend is either Saturday or Sunday, then we do weekend, else we do a weekday. So now we've segmented this, click apply and click OK. And now we can possibly group the sales. Group the sales by either weekday or weekend. And here we go. So we can group the sales now by weekday and weekend, and we can see clearly that the weekend sales are quite less than the weekday sales. You'd think people will buy more over the weekend when they are probably not working as much. But yeah, I mean, and then if you want to put a label on these cells so you can visualize it, or maybe color, or you put a label, then you can see it more visually like that. Yeah, guys, that's how you segment weekday and weekend sales.